is so amazing.
Yeah,
so never had any trouble. I can see that your experience was smooth.
Not as smooth as you think. Is just like is the determination which you have, and you know why you are here. In the in any job there are challenges over there. So for me, when I was choosing the branch to join, obviously with my age I had fewer limitation. Obviously at that time Air Force was not having 37 years, was 29 or 30 years, and I was almost going to be 31, I think. So the major option I had was either Army or Navy. And for me, obviously Army is good because you are not in the ship. But Navy is easier than Army. So
really?
Yeah, Navy is easy.
Wow.
Because you're not in front line.
Yeah.
So if you're not in front line, first of all, if you have a family, you are deployed. If your wife receives a call, is not worried that you're in the middle of Afghanistan.
Sure.
Those people have heavy duty. It's no joke. So they have much respect for me. But yes, Navy, unless otherwise you are Navy SEAL, you are SWIC, you are Special Forces within Navy, yes. But most of the Navy, because our job, apart from being the military, we are supporting. It's very rare your ship will be in the middle of the battleground. There is no ship can go to Iraq or Afghanistan. So whatever it happens, we deploy into the partnering countries. So you deploy to Australia. There is no war in Australia. You deploy in Japan. You deploy in Spain. You deploy in Italy. There is no war in Italy. So you deploy in whatever. So you deploy in the countries where you're going to put the ship, where you have bilateral agreements. So yes, from there they can fight, or you were in the ocean. And nowadays there is no, because back in the day, most of the wars, because they are fighting with European powers, it was in the ocean. But nowadays most of the wars are ground troops war compared to the time of back in the day. So that changes the nature of the operations. Like back in the day, the Navy, yes, most of the missiles and everything is deployed from the ocean. But nowadays, these great powers, they don't fight. They don't use the ocean.
Yeah.
So it goes to the ground between developed world and the other countries around the world. That's how it is. So that changes. So the training for the army is going even to the next level.
Wow.
Yeah. The other thing, the crazy part is you have to know how to swim. Because you're in the Navy, remember.
Did you know how to swim? Or you learned there?
Okay, so let me tell you something. When we talk about swimming, I don't say I knew how to swim as a swim, like what I mean by in the military standards. Yes, you can go from here and there, whatever, to a small swimming pool. You can go from pool here to there. That is not swimming. Trust me. Because even when I said I'm going to the Navy, I have a couple of months, I moved it from one apartment to apartment which has a swimming pool. And I was able to swim from one end of the pool to the end of the pool. On writings, they tell you the pool at the Great Lakes in Illinois, in the boot camp, is Olympic-sized pool. I've never been to Olympic. So the only closest thing to Olympic-sized pool is to see Michael Phelps, American gold medal winner, swim from one end to another end. That is the pool. I see the Olympic pool. But Michael Phelps, when he's swimming, it's so fast. It's just 10 seconds. So the pool looks small. So I trained, and even I remember I paid one guy to train me a little bit. At that time I was teaching the Navy SEALs Swahili language. So I told you, how do you swim? Because those people, they're the best. I said, just, first of all, you have to know how to be comfortable. If you can be able to hold your breath, it will help you a lot. So I started training. I can go under the pool, chill under the pool without breathing for a minute. I was able to do that. That is my training. So I went to boot camp. You arrive there the first day, which you don't sleep. The first day you are not allowed to sleep. It's just the entire night you have to be up. There are so many until you get the uniform, whatever. They do on purpose. The morning starts continues. So in the morning, they took us to the pool. You're not going to swim, first of all. They're going to show you the pool because they have to do the medical test on you. So the pool, when I saw the pool, the Olympic-sized pool, I said, there is no way I will be able to swim from one end to another end. There was no way. It is a huge pool. It's a football field from one end to another end. That is the Olympic size pool. It's so big. Is this what they're talking about, the Olympic I see on the YouTube? That's number one. But that was not bad. The worst part was the pool I was training is 6 feet, is going down to 4 feet, whatever. That means I can stand, I can be breathing like this way. I cannot drown. That pool, the place where you are starting swimming, is 20 feet down. There is no way I can stand. That's number one. And you don't just start swimming like that. You have to jump from 25-30 feet up, because the training is you are in the ship. You have to jump from the ship to the water. So that's the distance. That's what they created. So jumping from there and from here to down is 20-30 feet down. There is no way I'm going to do that. That's number one. The end of the pool was 6 feet. I'm not 6 feet. I'm 5'6". So even up to the end of the pool, if I stand, I'm still drowning. I had to say. So they say there is a kids pool to learn how to swim. So for those who want to learn how to swim, there is a pool. The pool to learn to swim, they call it kids pool for the kids, is bigger pool than the pool I was training. I said, these people are joking. Like, this is the kids pool, we call it the kids pool. It's huge still, like, Obviously, I cannot drown on that one. So that was another part. So, this is a bad thing about America. Like, 100 people who are going to learn how to swim are all black. And white may be one guy. And all white guy there. Few black can be able to swim. So, I mean, for me, like, the worst part was the swimming. Yeah, because I was not, if I knew, like, the Olympic size, whatever, I could prepare mentally. So, if you want to learn how to swim, learn a professional how to swim before you go there. It will save your life. Because other things for me, the training of losing weight and everything was tougher than I trained myself before going there than the boot camp itself. The Navy boot camp is not too much physical, it's more mental. It's just like, for instance, they do inspection for the uniform. One person doesn't turn on the button, everybody is getting punished. And all you have to start the process again, like kind of that. So there are so many, like, attention to the details. You don't need to make even a single mistake. So is the kind of that. And the military in the United States, they are not going to grab like this, like in Africa, beat you. No. If they do that, they are going to be fired. But they have been trained to yell at you to the extent you can quit the military. Remember, they have special training for that.
Yeah.
They're not beating you, but they're being trained for that. So, the younger people, some they quit. Because you're allowed to, if you want to go, the door is open.
They become frustrated. But
because you are matured enough, for me, it's very simple. If you go to the mindset that whatever they say, they're not talking about you. It's a script they have, it's a CD is playing. It's not you. So they'll give all these words, they will tell you the same words. Another person comes next week and another but will be told the same thing. So why are you upsetting? So for what they say, it comes here, go there, doesn't bother you anything. So for instance, for me, they nicknamed me like African submarine. Because, okay, on swimming, because the Navy SEAL told me if you hold your breath enough, and obviously I didn't know that holding breath, you cannot drown if you hold the breath. I didn't know the concept. So one day, because in the test you have to swim from the beginning, jump, and go up to the end. And then, from the end, that is test 1. Test 2, there is a special uniform which we wear in the ship. So you have to, if like assume you have to jump from the top down, and then you have to hold your breath and like use the uniform just for 5 minutes like to float. There is a way you have to do. And then from there, yeah, so the one you swim that one, and then flotation, and there is another one I don't remember. So for me, one day I was able, just from I struggle a lot, swam from one at the end of the swimming pool. I was about to finish, like it's just like I can even I jump, I can touch my end. There is one stupid guy did a mistake from that place to jump, because you're not supposed to play around. Fell down into the water, so they had to come to grab him to put out, and they cancelled all our results. And I was at the end. And the guys, after all, I'm failing you because you are not doing the right way, because you have to breathe like this way. I cannot do that. So for me, I was putting my head down. For a minute, I swim like a submarine because my head is under the water. I come up, then I go down, I finish. They say that is not, so I have to be training to use backstroke, whatever. Now I can swim, but yeah. So if you can be able to do that, it's good to learn out. But apart from that, the life in Africa, life itself in Africa is a boot camp by itself. The boot camp is simple. The other things is simple. You eat, the food is very good. So the other things, and you're starting getting paid right away. From day when you have joined the military, you are starting getting paid as a military personnel. So that is a very good thing. Like, so if you can reduce the stage of swimming, because most of the black we have that problem, the rest running is a normal. Other things, because if they do push up, the punishment is for all. So it's not just individually. And there are maximum. You cannot be told you have to run 10 miles. There is a syllabus. Maximum is how many. They've been tested, because otherwise, what if someone collapses? So it's very easy, but the benefits in the military are huge to be able to do that. So I encourage immigrants to be able to do that, to have the opportunity to buy. For me, people usually I show my house, right?
Yeah.
Do you know how much I paid to get into this house?
How much?
I paid for inspection $1,000. Out of that, I didn't pay any single amount. So then I pay on a monthly basis and as a loan, but I didn't pay any other side of anything.
What?
Yeah.
What? You could have told me earlier. I could have joined the military.
That is like, yeah. So that is something people, you see, like the advantages. So for me, that's why I want to move from California to here, because I didn't want to have a bigger loan for the home, because I know wherever I go, I don't need to pay anything. Yeah, so this is something like, you see the advantages, how it is. And even if I decide to sell this one and I go to another place I buy, I still go to use my VA home loan benefit.
Yeah.
So that is something like, the only thing, you cannot buy the home overseas and they use the VA home loan, because otherwise I could buy a mansion, $300,000 or $300,000 in Dar es Salaam or Arusha. Then yeah, but you have to buy within America.
Yes.
That's the only difference, kind of that. But you see, like that is the big advantage I have. Yeah. So.
Yes. Yes.